Welcome to EJH British Cars. Today we're going to get started on fitting the inner rocker boxes to the TR2 project. So the inner rocker box on this car is actually a sort of a beam made up of sheet metal that's made into a rectangle. So we're going to let that in to all the new repairs we did on the A and the B post and up on the toe board. And we're also going to need to shorten that side of the car because right now it's about 3/4 of an inch longer than it should be, because it was so rotted out that it moved, and then moving around with all the repairs it's moved a bit more, so we've got to draw it in. So let's get started. I've got to lift it into place. I found the easiest way to do this, get everything prepped obviously. I'm just using this jack stand it's actually not even touching right now. Well, I suppose it is just barely touching right now. But to put it on there, and then it's pretty easy to put one of these little clamps in the back. And that'll get it stabilized and level it up. And you want the top of this ridge to match the top of that flange, and likewise here in the rear. And then after you get it set that way, you need to put a level across and get it so that it's level. It's a straight shot to the bottom of the other floor from the top of this pad. Though I suppose technically that pad's of 1/8 of an inch below, but okay, so it could be just a touch under it, and that'd be fine. You know, it's not super exacting work. And then when we look here on the outside, you see we're up against these two. And I got this door roughly where it wants to be. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spot weld at least one or two, probably one on each side, spots on the back here, just to get it stabilized. And then when we're sure it's all in the right spot, we'll set this distance and tack it there and here. And also put some holes in here so I can plug weld these, and I'll also weld the seams. And then this one, the flange is so short, I'm just going to edge weld it. And then up front, it needs to fit into that pocket, which it'll be close by the time we get it all pulled up. I'm guessing that it's probably just over 29 right now. I don't mean messing around, because it was fairly close earlier. Yeah, see, I'm at 29 1/4, and I'm maybe 3/8 off there, so it'll all draw in before we're all said and done. But the first thing is to get one end set, so we'll just tack this end in, and then I'd make adjustments from there. So we got one spot weld there, one there, just to hold that up. I'll put a big bar clamp across and set that to 29 inches. And then I'm just going to double check my alignment on the front. And then we'll tack this one, and we'll tack the B post, the A and the B posts. So I've got those tacked. I put the big clamp on from here to the back of the door just to tighten this up. It's sitting not much, 1/8 of an inch or so, but I want it nice and tight when I weld it, so I just snugged it up. And I spot it. Tack here, tack there. Here a tack, there a tack. So everything's just sort of, still those two tacks in the back. So everything's just kind of tacked in till we get everything where we'll make sure we want it, that our flanges still line up, front and rear. Okay, so I've triple checked everything. My flanges are lined up. My horizontal line's good to the other floor. My door opening is right on the money. I put this clamp in just to pull this piece of sheet metal tight so I can weld the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and weld that up. So there it is, all welded up, ground, painted. U post, here's the B post, back of the B post, in the back. These are the flanges that got welded, both sides. And you see our flanges line up there, flanges line up there. Well, it's the end of another long day on the lift, but that sill's all in and done, and it looks good. So next I'm going to take a day and clean up underneath the dash and all that. before I put the floors in. It's a lot easier. You can just stand right underneath there and clean all the 69 years of gunge and rust and everything else. Comes out pretty well. But it's not very exciting for video, so we won't take any more video for a few more days. Probably the next video will be putting the floor back in. Don't forget to like, join, comment, and share, and we'll see you next time.